Hello and welcome to Range-based War Thunder plane analysis. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Spitfire Mk.Vb, which is a level 8 British fighter. Um, this Spitfire, well, you can see the registry sits between the Spitfire Mark II and 1 and the later Mark 9 and Mark 16. I can tell you that at least historically this was probably the lowest point of the Spitfire development. This plane was actually the food for Focus 190s and BF 109Fs. And I wasn't expecting it to be really good in historical battles as a result. But because of the nature of historical battles, it's actually not that bad. Let's take an overall look at its properties in the game, and then we'll take a look at the flight characteristics of the plane. It's a decently cheap plane at 1,100 lions to repair in arcade and 3,200 lions to repair in historical battles. It's armed with two 20mm Hispano Mark II cannons with 60 rounds per gun, which is not a lot, and 4 7.7mm Browning light machine guns with 1,400 rounds, which might seem a lot, but again, is not that much. I'm going to explain myself in 1 second. The belts I use for these munitions are omnipurpose for both, and stealth if I'm feeling like it. But I don't know why I don't really get the hang of the ballistics of these panels. Maybe because I'm used to heavier drop weapons, and I actually need the tracers on these things to actually know where I'm shooting. Also, the nature of this plane, I'm going to tell you now, is going to be turning a lot, and in turn fights you want tracers as much as you want, because in a turn fight the other guy already knows you're there, so using stealth is useless. Well, I was telling you it was not a lot of ammunition. 1020 rounds total for two cannons are 60 rounds per cannon. These panels have a fairly high rate of fire, so these are not going to last for long. And these are your main damage dealers. So be very careful with your use of these weapons, because if you spam them, you are going to be left without ammo in no time. The 7.7s are pretty effective at very close ranges, but you have to be at very close ranges, otherwise they won't work. Also, 1,400 rounds might seem a hell of a lot, but it's actually around 350 rounds per cannon. A little bit more than that, but well, you get the idea. And these weapons shoot at 1,200 rounds per minute. So these are going to last a lot longer than the 20mm, but the ammo seems to point out at a long firing time, and it's actually not that long. It's around 15 seconds of sustained fire, and of course this overheats, so you can't keep that up for a long time. But yeah, those are the weapons. The plane. The plane is faster than the. It's a middle ground. Let's call it. It's a transition between the Spitfire Mark II and the Spitfire Mark 9. The Spitfire Mark II is an excellent turner, but it's not really quick nor accelerate or climb really fast. The Spitfire Mark 9 is a much better accelerator and climber, is faster, but turns worse than the Spitfire Mark II. And this is kind of the nexus between the two. This turns better than the Spitfire, but is slower and climbs worse than the Spitfire Mark 9. In turn, it's quicker and accelerates a little bit better than the Spitfire Mark II, but in turn is worse at pure turning. So it's kind of the middle ground between both worlds, and this is not the best plane for the job. I mean, you want to turn, get the Spitfire Mark II. You want to accelerate and climb, get the Spitfire Mark 9. This one is like trying to get there in both worlds and not getting there in either of both. Doesn't mean the plane is bad. But quite honestly, at level 8, this plane is outclassed by the Bf109 F4 and by a wide shot. I mean, the F4 still turns quite good, not as good as this plane, but it's much better in acceleration and climb rate. And as soon as the fight goes into the vertical, you feel it really, really, really quickly. The German fighter is superior. There's no point in arguing about that because it is. Doesn't mean this plane can't fight in its own terms. I mean, it's a very good turner. Yeah, I mean, it's not there in acceleration on climb rate, nowhere near the 109, of course, but still it's not defenseless. So, yeah, it's kind of jack of all trades, master of none. And that means both good and bad sides, because sometimes in the Spitfire 9 you are missing a little bit of turn, and sometimes in the Mark II you feel like missing a little bit of acceleration. But even having them, I mean, the mix is not the best one. Still, as I tell you, this plane is not bad by any means. I see it very wrongly used, however. So, well, let's take a look at how it flies. So here we are in Britain map, and we are going up with the Spitfire. We spot a 109, which is a little bit higher than us. Actually, two 109s, which are a little bit higher than us, and they are going to try to get that other Spitfire down there. So I'm trying to come in and assist as fast as I can, because 2v1, those are going to toast the Spitfire. Lesson to learn about this plane is go as, I mean, this is almost true for any other plane in the plane set, but really with this plane you want to have altitude in your side when you fight the enemy, but you don't desperately need it. If you are a little bit lower on the energy than the enemy, you still can fight back. So that's one of the good sides. As a great turner, that's it. So crossing with the 109, avoiding the head-on, climbing in a very steep angle. The BF109 is getting targeted by someone else, so we can go purely in the vertical, take a good look, and choose a proper diving angle. Keeping an eye on that other 109, which is overwatching, but it's pretty far away, so no big deal. And here we see a thing you should never do. Spitfire spray and praying. Just calm down, measure your shots, and get the hits you can. There is no need to spray and pray with this plane. Okay, we complete the loop and go down on the 109 again. He's going for one of our Spitfires, so I want to come in close as fast as I can. He's brake turning. Some hits, no criticals, but luck, to be honest. And okay, I got an assist. Good enough. There's the other BF109. Let's drop behind him and try to kill him. He's actually turning, so good chance to dive inside his turning circle and get some shots. He's trying to avoid, so I get some hits and crashes and I get a kill. So yeah, right now this situation is much more controlled. There's another BF109 coming there. Avoid his pass. Come down on him. He's much faster, he has straightened it up and he's moving away. Which is of course the smart thing to do, because we are, what, 3 Spitfires here and he's just 1, so his chances are just going away. As you can see, I'm leading right now a flight of 3 Spitfires, which is pretty cool. I feel more or less confident, because we have 3 BF109s in front, 1 to the side, but 3 Spitfires can actually deal with them. Well, actually one of them is a bullfighter, but whatever. I look at the strip, I see a couple guys landed. You know I never go for landed guys. And besides, the dangerous ones are the ones up there, so... Yep. One of the 109s has reversed. Is higher than me, but I can't go in the vertical long enough to get some shots on him. I lead, not a good lead. I wasted my shots. Well, was a risk worth taking. Had I hit him, he would have a back time. Another one is coming for me. Break low. Avoid his pass. Roll around him. Goes in the vertical. Target him. Try to go back to him, but what I told you, in the vertical this plane doesn't shine. Loses speed and doesn't recover it. Well, it does recover it fast, but it simply can't compete in the vertical with a 109. Another one is coming for me, the other one probably. And look at that one now. Where are the other Spitfire and the Bullfighter that were with me? Oh, good. They are nowhere to be found. I'm alone versus two 109s. Oh, shit. Okay, here comes another one. Avoid the head-on. Maybe an attack from the other. Barrel roll. Turn inside him. Try to... just a split second I will have a shot at him. Avoid the other one. And I'm going to do a total mistake here. I go total in the vertical. Something I should never have done. I realize my mistake. I try to correct, but it's too late. They both get very strong hits on me, and I go down. Plane is totally uncontrollable. I simply can't level it up because this time I try to pull on the elevator, it rolls. So yeah, down I go. Still not a bad show of the plane characteristics. Let's see some more. This time we are in New Guinea and going against the Japanese. First contact, higher Ki-45. Seems to be oblivious about my presence, so no big deal. Go in the vertical, plant myself behind him, of course much slower, but it's a good starting point for the time he chooses to dive and attack someone. Another high Ki-45. And yeah, that one is coming for me, seems so at least. So I react to it, roll opposite, downwards, spill test, he doesn't try to even follow. So good enough for me. Keep on the move and level off at his tail. Just checking around. By the way, in this game you are going to see a lot of rape trains. Going to tell you that. It's a miracle that no one died of a collision in this game. I can also tell you that. Whatever, Ki-45 is going through under me, so I let him pass, roll down, demo him. He's maneuvering, I lead him, get some shots, nothing really hurting. Ooh, that was cool. And yeah, first close call. That was so close to a grass. Next one in line, Ki-45. Actually, looking back on this, I shouldn't have gone for this guy. I mean, there are already two guys on his 6. But whatever, at the moment it seemed like a good idea. I get some very strong hits and another assist. Next in line, whoa, another Ki-45. Those are common. He's coming, I lead his turn. But he's much quicker. Still, he's going after one of our Spitfires, giving me a chance to turn inside him. Close the angles, close the distance. Oh shit, again. So close. Strong hits, I get him on fire. Oh my gosh. So many of us here. Set him on fire again. More hits. Oh, no, this is too much. Friendly fire. No, look at that. We were 5 on that guy 6. So I level off and go away. I actually leveled off before the guy was already dead. So many risks, not worth taking. Zero coming. I don't know what he's thinking because we are 5 here and he's alone. So, Raid Train Part 3. Strong hits with the 7.7s on the 0. You can see the Spitfire Mk.Vb can't turn with a 0. So I'm just adjusting my turns to get hits, and you can see here I'm taking some separation before coming back. I go in the vertical and drop the nose on his path of motion. He's coming my way, so I have good sense, good hits. Good hits, I get his tail, he's gone, but everyone keeps on shooting him, so I'm forced to do so as well. I'm telling it's a day, that guy is dead, but well, thankfully I get the kill anyway. And right now I'm out of ammo. So it's time to go back to base. So I'm going to cut this short and come back when I'm up again. And we are up again. BF109E is spotted, a premium Japanese, so... Well, the battle is basically won. I don't know exactly what... Well, this guy, what was doing was killing anti-aircraft guns and derping around. He has a Spitfire in hot pursuit, but that's a Mark II, and the 109 can actually keep distance versus a Spitfire Mark II. But the Mark V is faster, so he has no chance of outrunning me. You can see he's actually going for the AAAs and for the ground targets. I guess he has no hope for killing anything flying because, well, I mean, this is not a strong critic because he's going up against a lot of us. So yeah, we are coming close. And let's see how we do. Okay, distance is coming very close right now. He seems to be trying running, but nope, he's getting none of that. I'm coming very close now. I'm very quick compared with him. So soon he will be forced to maneuver, and then we'll have him basically. He's still going from ground targets. Now he maneuvers. I lead out him, get a critical, good engine not to overshoot, roll opposite, and get behind him again. Get more hits, and kill. Now we are going against a single enemy bomber, a Guinea. So yeah, all we have to do is to locate it. And in the meantime, I'm thinking that, what the hell, I have ammo to spare in the 7.7mm racks, so I'm going to use them for some ground attack. Check his course to be sure that he's the only one alive, and yeah, he is. And roll opposite, dive on the ground target, and I'm going to prepare myself to do some passes on them. There's a landing craft there. Couple of them actually, which I guess I can get in a single pass. So I line up for the shot. And oh, look at him! There he is. He's coming in quick, so I guess he's coming head on towards me. So I'm going to try to get some hits on him. In there, there you are. There you go. Some hits. Actually, he's smoking now. Slightly, probably a fuel leak. Level up behind him. He's very quick. The K-49 is a very nice bomber. It's very, very fast and has that 20mm in the back. So I'm slightly worried about him. I don't want to be prey to his rear gunner. So he's using his speed to go for the ground targets, gets an AA gun, but this is not going to last, of course. The speed he won, he's dumping it in maneuvering to get bombs on the ground targets and actually missing them. So we are going to close up. Hey, yeah, he has turned our way. Another moment for a good pass, some good hits in a very, very short burst. Is getting mauled, and you are going to see something really spectacular. Well, you can see I get some good 20mm hits. I get a strong 7.7. He's on fire. He gets out of the fire. And what you are going to see basically is how tough those things are. Insanely tough and unrealistically tough, in my opinion. Of course, now I know I'm going to get a shower of shit from anyone who likes bombers. But come on, what you are going to see stands the chance of believing it. Being very, very careful not to hit our friendly. The guy is not shooting back, so my fair guess is that he has lost his tail gunner. So I risk it, I plant myself behind him. And look at this, I'm totally showering him in machine gun fire. But the thing refuses to go down. He's basically in front of an execution squad, dumping all the weapons on point blank range, and the thing simply refuses to go down. And for a couple of minutes, that guy kept on going. So yeah, against those two guys. So took 3 Spitfires, complete cannon and machine gun loads, to kill a single twin-engine enemy bomber. Oh well, shit happens. Let's see the results. And results are here. Not bad at all. Well, as you can see, it's not the best fighter around. It's not the worst either. With a solid team behind, this plane can keep its own in a 1v1 versus any other plane of its same level. Using turn rate, it can overpower 109 F4s that are careless and don't go into the vertical. And using its acceleration and clear rate can really own Japanese planes. I mean, I don't really know what to say about this plane. I can't say it's really science and that it's really good, because it's not excellent by any means, but it's not bad. I mean, it's one of those war horses that are not shiny, are not really bright on their own, but well used can get the job done. So you can have a really good time with this plane, I can tell you that. So yeah, but the thing is that there are other Spitfires that are better. I guess that sums it all for this plane. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Remember, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and give me a thumbs up if you really want to see more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you later.